Hello guys, good evening, happy Sunday, and welcome to a final try of us in the weekly event series here on Le Mans Ultimate. Guys, welcome to another 90 minutes of Fuji race. As you can see, back in the BMW, as we were on Wednesday. Safe to say that we haven't been 100% perfectly prepared and fine with the car as such. But yeah, we've done a little bit more work. I've also spoken with a couple of people that have raced that BMW. And therefore we've done a little bit more work on it. And I'm now trying to do a couple of laps here. And see whether we can actually be quick. I really hope that I somehow be able to put the car in a better position today. But let's see. Nicholas, Kane and Gaming, Matt and Muffin, hello everyone. Thank you for joining. What do you mean, what's the secret about the BMW? Hey Nicholas Cage, how you doing, buddy? Andy Racing, thank you so much for your follow on the Twitch channel. Sorry, it's not the Twitch channel, it's your sub on YouTube. Thank you, buddy. My bad. The secret I haven't explored before, while building upon the setup and not just taking the default Coach Dave Academy setup and do racing with it, but further enhance it, put a bit more rake, put a little less wings, you know, like multiple of these things. How quick we really will be, I don't know anyway. It's kind of hard and tough to say. Because, you know, if other people have found more edgy stuff in a Ferrari or a Toyota, I might still be doomed, you know. And as you can see, the rear end is still moving and rolling around a lot here. Yo, Terry, how you doing? Thank you for joining. 28-2. I mean, guys, you see the car that I'm driving, and it moves a lot on the rear end, so what we do have is lots of oversteery ARBs, but hopefully it's still stable enough for us to do good racing with it and not be sideways into every turn after a couple of laps, which is why we're doing a couple of practice laps right now. Yeah, you see the rear end is kind of all over the place here. Hey Upset, how you doing, buddy? Kanan Gaming, thank you so much. Yeah, but you know, at the same time, I'm feeling like it is a tad too oversteery. So what I could do in theory is like put the front ARB to 3 out of 2 and see what that does, especially for that final sector. That gives the car a little bit more stability for sure. And with stability I mean also a bit more understeer. Generally the rear obviously not swinging around as much. I'd say there's kinda only one way to find out, right? Oof. Way too late on the brakes, so let's see how the ARB 3 will hurt us in speed. It's actually not too bad. That might actually be a great call. Put in the ARB to perform a bit stiffer. Hey chat, how you doing? I have moved the seat as much forward as I needed to have the A-pillar as much as possible covered. As much as the front end is a bit worse now, as in... Yeah, it's moving around. Still feel like I got a little bit, and I mean really a little bit more control over the front end. Hey, no thoughts, how you doing? Right, finally a good turn 1. Yeah, it seems like I could a little bit improve the pace of the Beamer for me. Now it's just also a question of having it reliably driving for 90 minutes. And remember, the rain is coming, but I guess adjusting the ARBs is going to be our friend in the car then. To approaching more GTEs. Bit deep. Leaving a good 10 on the plate. Safe to say that the tires are now not, you know, not given up as such, but having a bit more... less grip anyway. That downshift was too early. That is the big drama in the LMDH cars, like the downshift can really upset the car. So that is something to consider. You guys have mentioned my experience to use the slip angle of the car. The interesting part is, as we've seen a bad example of too much slip angle, the interesting situation is that in these hypercars you shall actually not have too much, if any, slip angle at all. I mean, apparently You see, it can still work to an extent. But generally speaking, we don't want to slide, we don't want to spin. I think it would be more smart to dodge that curb. Something is up with that rear. I think actually I need to adjust setup a tad. A small tad. So let me see how that goes then. Yeah, the slip angle driving is surely eating the tire, but not only the tire, also, you know, it drives up the temperatures, which is like probably nice for the rain, especially when you're still out there on the dries. Generally speaking, though, there is a thermal wear, so to say, on the car, and that is what really can kill the lap time and kill the performance. So the task is kinda simple. Build a car that is still like rotating nicely around the turns. What I've done now is I have reduced the rake a little bit. It may generally cost me some performance, especially in high-speed turns, but then at the same time, it is up here on the exit where the car is like on the verge of snapping anyway, which is dangerous. So if I can neglect that and get rid of that, while at the same time hopefully being able to improve drivability in the low-speed turns, we may have a 27 on the plate here. It's, you know, all about getting this section absolutely right. I've now put ARB3 straight away into the car to have a little bit more control over the front end with the steering wheel rather than with over-rotating with the rear. And this I need to somehow fix anyway. Maybe a dumper setting. Oh yeah, sure, Ferrari, BMW is a really drivable car out of the box, but it's lacking a bit of performance if you just have a drivable BMW. I guess you guys can see the rear end much more planted as such. I think here we're just not allowed to brake on the offline and then we're fine. So we will lose a tenth up to the line because of the bad exit out of the final turn. But that was the first lap still, right? So now it's about time to see what the car is able to do. Thought there was going to be a gap. Sad story. You know, hypercar on cold tires usually understeers wide. So I went for the opportunistic move. The problem is I'm still fiddling with the race setup there a little bit. It is all about drivability in the end, especially with the rain coming. Although the first issue with the rain is going to be understeer. Hopefully. Making a bit use of the traction control. Wojciech, sometimes I'm also back on R Factor too. Especially tonight, I wanted to maybe even do a race with the with the Formula Pro car, but the race is in an inconvenient time spot, I think. And I figure that you guys are more interested in the more ultimate content anyway. Right hand side tires are not up for the grabs yet. Add a small lockup. Drivable oversteer. Like, you need to have a car and a rear that you can trust in almost any circumstance. So a little bit of understeer is oversteer is fine, as long as you can keep controlling it. I missed that apex. Got to love it just getting held up by the next hypercar. He actually gives way. Appreciate it. That is a well-balanced car now. The question is it generally quick? Suffered a little bit of time loss now. And obviously, we're now going with PB here. Car has a good stability now though. Titanic, hello and welcome. Advice for Le Mans Ultimate as an R Factor 2 player. Is that what you're asking for? I lost a bit momentum here. That's fine. Getting a good exit. Stefan and also Titanic. As it is based on R Factor 2, you will feel a lot of parallelities. In fact, I think LMU is better than RF2 and miles better than iRacing. As an R Factor 2 player, you will hardly have any issues with adapting to the cars. Rather, the same meta applies, you just have a better tire model. But as an R Factor 2 driver, you'll feel happy and well on this sim for sure. Actually, I wanna back to the all traction control settings. We're leaving a bit of space to the hypercar ahead. There's not much you can do about GTE anyway, so I'm gonna just start the lap. Hey Cavern. Gabriel, thank you so much with the raid. The party of one, appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Have a chance at the GT for the turn. No. Yeah, shouldn't have had backed out for that, but then at the same time there is that other hypercar ahead, you know. This is the Formula Pro Elite version 1. Dalibor, yeah, I'm feeling alright. How about you? I haven't tried is there a BMW in Rensport? Yes, there is. I haven't tried that one. But to stay in the comparison between LMU and Rensport, the difference in the Porsche LMDH is huge. But to my standards, it's incomparable. This is the how many first lap? 7th. I think the tires have just passed the peak point anyway. I agree with Palom. Once we got driver swaps in and the likes of what we need for the endurance racing as such, the more Ultimate will be in a much better state than any other racing game. I don't know, what is the repair time of a broken suspension? I mean, I get that in the intermediate race you are kind of screwed when you have to pit anyway. Hey Goldwinger, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a real challenge. Such as going to keep that BMW afloat, I guess. What is that guy doing there on the left? It's insane. Final turn, come on. Please, thank you very much for your follow on the Twitch channel. Much appreciated, buddy. Let's go for some quali runs indeed. Yeah, I feel like it is best to just do a couple of laps in a row. All-Star, thank you also for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Guys, I really appreciate your time. Welcome everyone to tonight's racing here. Thais, I'm a player from the very, very first moment, as I would like to welcome Monster Tomster, and thank you for the follow as well on the Twitch channel. And, I mean, I might be biased, because I love R Factor 2, and as an R Factor 2 driver, you will love Le Mans Ultimate, there is simply no other way. And, generally speaking, I think Le Mans Ultimate is, with its complexity, it's absolutely outrageously good tire model, and the in-depth, deep physics. I think it is the most advanced simulator available right now. The only downside of Le Mans Ultimate, sadly, is the limitation in content that we're down to WEC content only. And the netcode, of course, is outstanding on Le Mans Ultimate, that's for sure. Alright, let's go for some calling on then. I forgot to brake. Daddy Boar, I absolutely agree, and I couldn't agree more. Still not a good lap, really. I mean, not bad, but not good. At the same time. Let's see if we can improve the airpin. That's a yes. Yeah, I'm afraid many people are waiting for that VR support. Yeah, it's having to open up the corner, no chance for us to do anything, and then yeah, free practice will be done. Hoppa. So that happens when you try to introduce too much slip angle or R factor 2-esque driving into hairpins. The car will spinala. So box we do. Nefrost, thank you so much for your follow on Twitch, and guys on the Twitch channel, 42 more followers for 7,000 overall. Is that something that we can do tonight? 7,000 followers on the Twitch channel, let's go, let's push. Alright, so that is good. I grab a coffee and then guess we'll be right back here in the rig, ready to race. And of course we're now checking whom we're racing against at now. Effectively, actually, I'm going to restart the game real quick, just to make sure. Badly dressed onion, I'm afraid that won't help indeed, but it's a nice try. Alright. Weekly events. Here we go. Who's in? And that's going to be a Ferrari fest. Hasley Han, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Alright. 2 split race, sadly only. Shame. Would have loved to have a few more people in. But okay, it is what it is. Ah, it is still practice then, okay. Let's just go. I think that is indeed one of the downsides. The game eats a lot of performance on the cars, on the on the PCs for sure. James, have a good one. Best of luck, enjoy it. You have 32 uncapped, you have 200, but I kept my CPU. I have an 900k. I think. What does it say? I think it's a 9900k. And I have not put any capture in the game, but on the player JSON file you should find a line that says maximum frame rate, and there you should limit it. And then but at the same time, the CPU should never really max out. I think I have a CPU usage now of 40%. It is, if anything, just a GPU issue at the minute. No, that shouldn't be the case. Oh, wait. That's wrong. That is my old CPU. I have a i9 1200 900K. The 9700K was the old i7 that is 5 years old. And with that I'm not sure how the performance is. Sorry, that's my bad. Yeah, make sure to give the Le Mans Ultimate Threat maximum priority in the task manager. KMB Gold, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, guys. 39 followers to go to hit 7,000. What is that Porsche top speed? Goodness me. Oh, that was the perfect slip slide. Yeah, Doc, I'm very sorry. I need to do some work on that for sure. Got me with that one. Nice luck with the traffic we have. Hey Jimmy, for the moment I can't complain, but yeah, and like, I don't even know what I shall do with this qualifying strategy, like, do 2 laps in a row, twice, or give it full send, because these idiots are destroying my laps. Yeah, I can't even say. Probably it's best to go out and try to go for 3 laps. We'll see. The good news is that now that the qualifying is private. I didn't know whether I sped now or not, so better be safe. Go again. Okay, session is on the way. Got time for 6 laps, roughly. Yeah, and once again guys, if you appreciate the content here, if you love the sim racing streams we do, please have a follow on Twitch, please subscribe us on the YouTube channel to grow that community. But once again we are asked to qualify in first and we are asked to finish in first, and with Volker, Neil and Drummond we got 3 incredibly quick French people in here. Maybe even more. So I am sure this will be a fierce race. Rain might mix things up as well. +1. It's not important to make this lap purple. It's about the next lap to be purple. .27.8 is quack though. Probably not gonna beat that with this lap. Ah, just about. Despite about the first sector, final sector. Can we make it a 26? That is a big question. Not sure if we're supporting head tracking yet. There's a good improvement for the moment. Okay, time to remove the fuel. As we at best get 2 more laps in here. I'm a bit surprised of Killian Drummond P6. Expected him to be right on our tail here, lap time wise. Cold storm. Yes, it does. It the problem is in this case that I think it's done with tire codes. 1 for soft, 2 for medium, 3 for hards, and then 4 for the wets. However, for this, it's only for Spa and Le Mans that Hypercar's got softs available, so the medium here is the softest compound that you can pick. And I guess that has been put on the 1, which shows the medium in red, probably the hard going to be a yellow, and the wet tire is going to be displayed as white, as the hard. When you talking in F1 color codes, that is. Okay, guys. Final qualifying try. We're taking a wide entry. Tires should be up to temperature. Still lacking a bit of temperature. Touch the grass. On 27.0. Yep, the LMU brand has, or the oh, what a lab actually. The RaceLab app software has not yet been updated with the BMW logo, it seems. Which is not the end of the world anyway, but still. Nice stuff. We're sitting P1.
Ladies and gentlemen, please start your engines.
Alright guys, we have a race. We're about to get running here. Be right back again. Well, so guys, it is time for the race. Whether there is rain coming or not, we do not know. We will see how it goes. Target if no rain is to do it within 61 laps. But let's see. Rain is generally expected due to the forecast. And if it hits, depending on when it hits, how hard it hits, we need to see pit road for some wet tires here. Yeah, once again, guys, if you appreciate the content, please have a follow on Twitch, subscribers on the YouTube channel. Guys, on Twitch, we're lacking 39 more follows to hit 7K. So we're asked to hold speed straight away. Green, green, green. Thank you, Marvin. Appreciate it. I'm trying to also have the warm-up not too aggressive. What I want to do here is playing some Max Verstappen strategies, getting out of the draft zone, these guys behind, and then take it easy. That means also do a little bit of lift and coast to enlarge the efficiency of our car. Again, most importantly for us, right, to get out of the slipstream zone here. And as you guys know, there's no such thing as an easy race. We need to be flat out. To build these gaps. Have you tried verifying your game file integrity already? And have you sent in crash dump files from when your game is crashing? Support might be able to tell you what's the matter. What am I doing? Not the end of the world anyway. So 1.5 seconds of gap. I think we can start economy stuff. As we have 32. Laps of economy left. Let's see how much we can stretch that. And from here on it's clearly going to be a bit more about lifting and coasting. Also not have these tires being completely threatened. Guys can see how much pressure you can really take off on these tires. Just taking it easy. Hey Torsten, how are you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining. So, Volker in for what is likely to be a drive-through. So also challenge for this race is not to get a calculation for speeding, not for speeding, for track limits. But I hope for rain though. Rain would... Well, I mean, it's a bit two-faced, right? I hope for rain for the action, for the change. I do not hope for the rain because of being leading in that race, right? So any rain would just mean a change of conditions, which would potentially lead to us not having the chance to do our pace. I'm leaning a lot on the traction control. Like, a really lot. You see that also in the telemetry, I guess. And if not in the telemetry, have a look on that green bar here on the LCD. And fight for P3's Fayas. And these guys are now hitting the traffic. And that LMP is a liability. And that gets Joule on our rear wing. Amazing. Absolutely what we wanted. Absolutely what we needed. We need more of that indeed. Hey David, thank you so much for the follow on the Twitch channel. Much appreciated. Yeah, but again, I go straight to 100 because I'm leaning on the traction control, and I think the telemetry is not showing the traction control cutting in. Neither of that actually is showing it. Ah, you got to love it. That Ferrari is obviously incredibly strong in the middle sector, and it might be even stronger in the rain. Seems like it is that twisty cornery sector here where my setup at least is working a bit better. Unless I'm missing the line. Liminal thoughts it's much better, but I've put 2 or 3 hours of work on the setup. Traction control was set to 855. Here comes the rain. Like, why the fuck are people always turning in? I hate it so much. Like, I cannot have a race without any incident because every time people are running into my car. Like, what do I need to do? And it's someone different every single fucking time. Very annoying. Another strike on the fucking safety rank. Not that it matters because it will still mean that we will gain, but it's just a rule of principle, right? This is what annoys me the most about it. Jules is not young in sim racing. He's been doing racing for 1.5 years and he's quick. Yeah, but he got enough experience and not just like turn in, you see another car on the inside, I think. That should be safe to say. Right. I need to fuck these tires and just end it in a way that I need to rebuild my gap that I had before all the shenanigans started. I don't think that traffic is gonna help me at all, after all. Might help me now, but will hold me up at a different point. Not wet enough, it's damp, it says drizzle. There's no point in pitting before it says slightly wet. Return position. You've got to be kidding me. I was losing time, not gaining an advantage there on the exit, but okay. Whatever. Well, that is what you guys want to see anyway. Feels like we have more rain on the track now though. People are going wide. And I went wide as well on turn 5. I think the crossover time is not there yet. The in-game delay of the tape is roughly 20 seconds, I think. Incredible, right? I have to lose the time with having the guy on the inside. And then guy goes wide and Neil gets through without any further. Oh, Neil went flying with a tank slapper. What are the lap times saying? The track is still dumb. The sun is still out. Some people on the wets already. I just need to make sure that I'm not getting screwed by someone here. These guys are going in. Ricky, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Welcome. Oof. So I'm gonna react on whenever the other guys are doing something there. Tire temperature is still fine. 80 degrees, as long as we can keep that up. I think we tried that on, when was it, Wednesday? And Neil is in. We need to see what Neil's lap times will be. Well, he will repair the damage anyway. I just need to feel myself what is in need of the car. And again, especially in those conditions, speaking about turn 3, that Ferrari will have advantage over us. Christian Mendes, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Also, Andy Long, welcome to the stream. Appreciate your time. Haven't greeted you yet. I'm locking up. At the minute I can still manage it. That is bad. What was my last lap time? 35. I think it's time to box then. box. So, in. There's an energy in. Yeah, guys, and once again, if you love the sim racing stuff we do, as Kilian is coming in as well. Let's see if someone is brave enough to stay out. I don't think there is anyone. Hit limit is also still on, that's great. So, and Kilian ahead has taken less fuel than I did. I'm basically good to go to the end from here. May as well be overfueled, but let's see. Certainly got a good strategic race up here. .5 seconds is the gap. Obviously, I am kind of paying a bit dividends here. Running heavier than the other guys. And obviously caused me to have more troubles. But we'll see how this goes as we are entering lap 21. Well, Volker probably tries staying out completely. Man, the wiper is just cleaning so little frame. Oh, the windscreen. I'm still closing in on Kilian though. It's good. Volker now in the pits. As we see the full send of spray. Great if you're not running to my rear end. still getting wetter. Lightly adjusting the brake balance now. To be honest, that radar is a bit difficult to see when there is water drops on the windscreen. At least with my peripheral view tactics, it's difficult to read out. What's the gap? 3.7. Interesting stuff. How long to go in the 6 hours? I'm trying to let the car roll and coast as much as I can. Well, I would expect 57 laps just as last time. We are now finishing lap 24. So that means we need 33 more laps of fuel and energy. We have energy for 34, so I am confident. But I only need to change tires. Go to the end from here. Whereas I do know that Killian, he certainly needs to fuel a bit more. Remember, he was 10 seconds back. And he left the pits 5 seconds ahead of us. We fueled, I think, 17 laps of fuel. And I think he just took tires. And that is just the difference this time, at the moment. Actually, we took 13 minus 30, yeah, 20 seconds of fuel, and he may have only taken a couple of liters, but that's fine. What is scary though is like coming off the dry line and going to the wet patch like here. This. Now on the register page it saw the middle segment as being wet. And that will show it. But the middle segment of the race is wet. Like this now. I don't know, is there another special event running later on today? Have a look at the registration page. Hey Uwe. Okay guys, we're gaining here. 1.2 seconds last lap. As the rain continues to fall. Track conditions are wet now. So even if we would have wanted to stay out on the mediums, that would have been a stupid idea. So be a bit more patient. Rolling to the turn on the throttle application. 0.8 seconds of gap. Yeah, remember he actually needs to go a bit faster than me anyway, because he is much more lighter than we are. Roughly 40 kilograms. And we're slowly being able to close the gap here. That's very good for us. Need to check on Volker. You see, he is now 42 seconds behind us. Ah, shitty. I mean, he went into a drive-through anyway from the get-go. We need to see, he's sitting fourth. And yeah, he's gaining on us. But see, I think that is exactly the situation. He is running the same weight as car ahead. They just pitted for wets and... Ooh. There he spins. These guys just pitted for wets and didn't take any fuel whatsoever. Whereas I fueled to finish the race already and just need to kind of wait till the condition is good to go for the medium again. And then swap tires. Don't take more fuel, I guess. Just saving a bit fuel for safety. Killian might come back at us anyway. But here there seems an actual dry line. As you can see, there is not much spray coming from the back of the car. Apart from certain spots like here. Means as soon as it completely stops raining, it might be early back to the mediums. This Killian spun again. I hope that the IMSA race is up for grabs on demand afterwards. Because that sounds like something I want to watch. Ah yeah, Killian is now in, as he needs to probably refuel, because I think he should be out of fuel by now. And that screws him twice, because he needs to stay on the wets, but comes in for the pit road again for picking more fuel. Not for picking more fuel, for picking the medium tire, unless he goes for a gamble right there. So, rain has stopped. I'm very curious to see what he has done. If he's on the wets, easy win for us. If he's on the medium, I need to soon hit as well. Ah, he is on the mediums. He is on the mediums. What do track conditions say? Slightly wet. Yeah. Okay, so the crossover is soon, and I need to think about what fuel to take. We will have 32 laps finished. We might as well do 58 more laps. 58 laps in total. That means I'll need fuel for 26. Which means I would also need to take a couple of percentage of fuel again. Oh, there is Drummond. Right ahead of us. We're just gonna stick with him for as long as our tires keep up. We'll see the gap, thankfully, which is coming down still at the minute. You know, I can push these tires now. There's a clear dry line into these chickens in tight corners. The 2.2 was the gap last time we went onto the straight. Let's see where we're sitting here. .3. In here it is still pretty wet on the main straight, as you can see. A couple of guys are back on it though. Let's see, what is my own lap time? 38.6. I once did a 37 on the new tires though here. Anyway, we just see what Drummond is able to do. As soon as he pitches into the 37s, this is where we want to change the tires. I is still struggling as the dry line is not far and wide at all. And you know, I got too much to lose here. Turn 3 is my enemy when it comes to racing with the dry tires on the wet line. My bad. Okay, so 2.7. Need to watch that closely. But I think we have to do it now. Just no spray around anymore. Just need to take it easy. Yeah, so he just took a second out of us. It's time for the mediums now again. So we're gonna box. Grab an additional liters and percentages of fuel and energy. Not too much though. Box. Turn speed. Looks all goody. Yeah. Virtual energy, 20 seconds for like 5 or 6 percentages. That is mind-blowing. Would have probably not, well, or could have lost 8 seconds while just going around the track with lift and coast, you know. So Volker's still out on the wets, and he might as well try to go to the end with them. Goodness me, so many spins in a single picture. The tires are cold, ground is wet, and dumb. Sure, our head is also still on the wets, but this may now take a lap or two until our mediums are up in pace. But sure, just spun. The pit park was because of the GTE ahead, so it wants you to park sideways and then you get moved into the pit box on the boards. And if the exit would still be blocked, then you would also be moved towards the fast lane, so that you don't get intimidated by other cars pitting. It's actually a very nice feature. Half an hour to go. Literally 20-ish more laps. These guys, man. So we should now be gaining on Volker ahead. Slowly but surely. You feel the track getting creepier and creepier lap by lap. Volker in. That's us back in the lead. Going to the end from here. Probably overfueled again, but yeah, rather be safe than sorry here. Hey guys, once again we're trying to hunt down the goal of 7,000 followers on the Twitch channel, so if you appreciate our content, you're lacking 37 more followers to hit 7,000 overall. Whoops. As I really appreciate you guys' time and followage tonight, and of course, if you also want to support us on the YouTube stream, we've just hit incredible number of 10,400 today, and it's still rising. So if you guys are new on the YouTube channel, if you're watching this for the first time, but love what you see, please have a follow and subscribe us there on the YouTube channel as well. We massively appreciate it. Ramon Volker are battling it out there. Is Neil still going? Yeah, in 7th. But after that shunt, without any chances for the win, unless I do a shunt, which I'm not planning to. But you never know. All it takes is one car to spin Allah. We're right into it. Incredible how quickly the track dried up in order to allow for the mediums, but now the track stopped kind of drying up and doesn't get too much too quick. As the track still says dumb. Felipe Supertram, thank you so much for your follow on the Twitch channel. Much appreciated. Great support. Holy moly. For a moment I thought that's it, we're gonna plow straight into him. Kara 27, thank you for your follow. Welcome to the stream. Really appreciate it. 35 more follows to go. You guys are pushing, it's nice, because we are pushing on the track. Interesting, like that braking line, you can see a clear movement. I'm gonna show it next lap. We're coming in. I'm gonna show you guys the onboard view. And then have a clear look onto the ground, onto the tarmac. You will see a separated, no, not a separated, but like a different texture of wetness on the ground. You see it very clearly as it, you know, braking on the outside line into turn 1, and the dry part just going across the track to the right hand side into the apex. And it's now a couple of cars finally running straight over the correct way of running into the turn. You'll see it straight away, so have a look. A bit like iRacing, different in a way. Just have a look as the dry line now goes across the track. So I brake here, and you see it on the right hand side. There is much more drier circumstances, but it really just takes another lap or two now to completely dry out the actual racing line in the braking zone. So I actually showed this one lap too late, I'm afraid. Yeah, guys are going hot for second there. Much appreciated. Yeah, track is now coming back alive. It will soon gonna go to the sub 30 lap times again. 5 or 6 more laps maybe. These guys just stay on their stupid red flag and IMSA due to the water. Interesting. Can you move backwards on the tape for IMSA? Or is that not possible? Why can't you just watch it live? Because I would appreciate watching back when the rain has started. Or 31.7. Likely 12 laps to go, 13. In the freezer, the question for me is, can I watch it back on a tape, or can I only catch it live and that's it? If so, I would need a link for a playback. Can someone just please PM me the stream link into Discord, please? I can have a look. So, 11 laps to go, guys. I've got fuel for 13, so slightly suboptimal, but that's fine. And more laps. Jerry, thank you so much for your follow on our Twitch channel. Appreciate it. Makes it 34 more followers to go to hit the 7K. Really appreciate you guys' support. Hope you are enjoying the stream. Better be safe than sorry. Awesome pace, guys. I know that is not the kind of races that you guys are wishing for. Guess you want to have a lot more action and a lot more battling and stuff. But I personally, after Wednesday, and actually also after Monday, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, very happy that this race is so far so good. Because we have 12 more minutes to keep it clean. With everyone spinning left, right and center, it seems. Almost including myself. That's why I say, we need to keep it clean. Spins! Thank you so much for your follow on the Twitch channel. Welcome to the stream. If he lets me go that way, then I'm taking it. Hey Diego. Yeah, these ACC guys, they should come over to LMU. I'm not saying leave ACC behind, but I mean at the same time you could have said the same to me for R Factor 2 reasons, right? R Factor 2 is so dead in between and just kept going on it. And then you see it sometimes, you're just so deeply wired into the physics of your main title. I just wanna mention Marbix here, because the guy is a legend in ACC. Super quick, reliable, alien pace. On a good day, can beat anyone in the Pro Series. But whenever he's on LMU right now, he's just like, you know, 0.6, 0.7 of a second off. Might also be down to his setup a little bit, but generally speaking, it's just a different style of physics, it's a different style of driving. Every one of you guys that has done ACC and LMU aside, you guys know that the braking is just different, that the overall driving is just different. Car classes are different, of course. But I think the most significant difference between ACC and Le Mans Ultimate is the braking. Besides the fact that you don't have the ABS in any of these GT or LMP or hypercars, it's safe to say that also if we had ABS, the ABS would have worked very, very differently than any braking technique in ACC, 100%. Oliver, that's great to hear. I tell you what, if Le Mans Ultimate will bring in custom servers, I am 100% sure that LFM would get back to RF2 LMU, but mainly LMU, and then we would have a huge opportunity to run this in a big environment. 100%. Yeah, Darish, I agree with you, and I am looking forward to see when Marbix is coming over, comparing the ACC GT3s with the LMU GT3s. At least the new tire model on the LMU GTEs is I can't express how big of an improvement that is to the game already. And I would have loved to see that tire model making its way back to RF2, because it would fix so many drivability issues and actually would help rFactor 2 as a platform to enjoy more players at the same level at the same time. As much as we know from Stephen Hood from the various interviews that there will be no rFactor 2 improvements and there's maybe going to be an rFactor 3 or whatever, as I want to thank Lazy Titan for following us here on the Twitch channel. Appreciate your time and welcome to the stream. So as much as there is the confirmation about that, I think it is still 2, maybe 3 years of time until a potential rFactor 3 would appear. Why do I think this? Just look at the speed what they've done now with LMU. So they are bringing all the 2024 content, when I understood it correctly, in the scope by the end of the year. And by the end of the year, they need to be already working on 2025 titles and 2025 DLC, if that is a thing. So considering they may have to do that until like mid of 2025, then bring the 2025 updates, that will be the first time when they actually be able to take major care on a different platform. And if they then say, we don't improve rFactor 2, we take LMU, improve that further, call it rFactor 3 and get a new game out, well, it took them, they released in February 24, the game was I think announced in Le Mans 23, it will take them at least a good year to bring out an rFactor 3 then. So that is mid-26, we are now in the mid-24, so I guess between 2 to 3 years until rFactor 3 would be an actual thing. Oops. Well, they may have to work maybe on the Valkyrie, then obviously on the new paints, but that is not a big deal. And then there is a question whether the 2025 calendar contains any new track or regulations and stuff. I think that would be the things to check on, but yeah, that is just pure speculation on my end right now, so don't read something out of that, please. This is just me combining the known facts together. Hey Seppel. No new tracks compared to 24. Copy. Yeah, but then at the same time, they are still missing the Isotta Fraschini, they are still missing the Lambo. I mean, yeah, of course that is signed or planned to be shipped out by the end of the year, but also they are still lacking key features. So, long story short, I think it will take them at least a year until they call the version 1.0. What do you mean more accessible with the money? We have 3 more laps to go. Hey Javi, how you doing? LMPs are taking tight lines into that section, that's interesting. In the freezer, like, if you take into consideration how R-Factor 2 is done so far, and we don't know what LMU is looking like, but I assume we would be talking about 5 euros, 6 euros per car, 7, 8 euros per track, maybe 9 euros, maybe 10. Still less expensive than iRacing. And at the same time, obviously, you own the game, you're not just renting the game. But anyway, that is future stuff to be looked into. Yeah, guys, and on this note, I once again encourage you to hit that subscription button on YouTube, to hit that follow button on the Twitch channel if you guys haven't done already. That would support us and our channel growth big time. And of course, if you want to support the stream further, then consider using your Prime sub or giving us a tier 1 sub on Twitch, or become a YouTube member on the channel to access custom emotes. Same goes for the Twitch subscription, of course. In the freezer, I'm pretty sure when R-Factor 2 or R-Factor 3 at some point then comes around with DLC, they will have reductions for bundles and stuff. HM Racer, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream as we enter the final lap of the race. There is Jules Neal ahead of us. Do I think we have a full course yellow and a safety car in the future? I don't know. I haven't ever heard of these features, whether they are a thing, whether they are planned, whether they want to do them. Sorry, mates. Didn't want to scare him, he just wanted to let me go. In the freezer, you want to drive the safety car. I mean, the thing with full course yellow, when are you triggering them? How would you trigger a safety car? We all know that the safety car in RF2 is quite buggy, so I don't think they would bring that. A full course yellow might be possible to be triggered then as well, but you know, at some point, if everyone is doing 60, how would the AI of the server understand if the danger is over, or whether the broken car is still out on track or not? I think that would be interesting stuff to implement then. Oliver Andreas, and thank you so much for your subscription on the YouTube channel, guys. As we're home, we're done. We finally won a race here in the weekly or special events after a long period of time. Sadly still with contact, sadly with a little bit of argy-bargy. But after all, the 35 seconds of gap, we want to have a look also how quick the race has been on, what was it, Wednesday. I mean, seen the last 5 to 10 laps haven't been pushing that hard, but as you see, Volker and Drummond averaging 5 or 6 tenths faster than us. They did 29.2, both of them. I think they are fighting for it hard. No, they must have been side by side over the line. They've done 29.2 in 5 lap averages. I did 29.8, so they took like 3 seconds out of me in the end. That I could have been obviously faster, but fair enough. So 1 hour 30 minutes and 41, and I'm afraid my game has just crashed. Antonio, thank you so much. In the freezer, did you send it to me on the Discord, please? Aratush Gerardi, thank you very much for your subscription on the YouTube channel, much appreciated. See you there, Marvin. Actually, there might not be too many streams for me this weekend, or this week. As you guys know, I'm leaving town on Thursday for a karting race. So, we're having a result breakdown. I'm rubbing my hands, plus 11 on the DR. That is good. That actually makes up for the other one. And then we make it to P3 with a safety rank. These 56 clean laps. Happy about that. That looks good stuff here. Most gains on the safety rank. So once again, 130.41. Let's see about that other race that we did, which was comparable. Which was, I think, that one. Let's see how quick we were there. Wow, today's race was over 30 seconds faster. But I also believe that may have been different with the rain and wetness. I'm not sure how comparable it is after all. So yeah, guys, anyway, that's gonna do it for today. That's gonna do it for this one. Really appreciate everyone's time. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thank you for all the new follows. Thank you for all the new subscriptions. And if you guys are not yet subscribed on the YouTube channel, if you are not yet followed on Twitch, please go ahead and do so. Come back for more Le Mans Ultimate and R Factor 2 content. I'm trying to squeeze in a stream this week, maybe on Wednesday, and then we see how we are taking it over from there. As we're now having a raid to that guy, no, to some side actually. He is doing some iRacing, guys. Give him a follow, enjoy the stream with him. Thank you for all your support, and have a great start to the week. See you, bye bye.